Hello Aries, it is I, the light siren. So I'm doing things a little differently now. As you can see the mullet behind the tarot reading. I felt like I just wanted to try something new. If you guys would rather just see the cards, like that's totally cool. Let me know in the comments below. Also, doing things a little differently. I'm not putting time restraints on my readings anymore. My guides told me to stop doing that because they feel it is more efficient for them to communicate with more people if I just do it as a general reading. That way, whenever you see this, that is when you need these messages and when they are right for you. So we are going outside of space-time now. Also, I didn't start with Aries this time, but I'm at Aries now, so yeah, you still came up like kind of in the beginning of me recording these, so good for you. All right, so let's get into it. I'll start by pulling one major arcana for your overall energy after I do prayer, and then I'll do the normal 3 cards for love, 3 cards for career, which of course career means purpose, soul path, all that juicier stuff, not just your, your job. All right. Om Namah Shivaya Ganesha Datura Webetni, your own source, ancestors, angels, and ascended masters, please be with me to advise and guide the collective sign of Aries. Please and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all's energy right now, I'm feeling like kind of like a headache. Like a lot of pressure in my head. So I don't know if y'all are having allergies or what. If you're not, it might just mean that you're doing quite a bit of thinking lately. Maybe some brainstorming, maybe a little too much, maybe you're overworking yourself. Finding too many ways to be productive. Sometimes that can happen with you, Aries. You're very ambitious. Sometimes you just need to chill and relax. All right, let's get one major arcana for Aries, please and thank you. The Star, yeah, that's Aquarian energy. I mean, that's very heady stuff. You may be reflecting right now a lot on your path, thinking about your hopes and dreams and how you can manifest them in the 3D. That's your energy right now. You're kind of in this very dreamy space, and you're wanting to create a more magical world for yourself. But I feel like there's a lot of like heady stuff going on. So a lot of contemplation, abstraction taking place, a lot of thinking about how to do things, right? But it's coming from source too. I'm feeling like you guys are just getting a lot of downloads. The group I'm speaking to, y'all may be like more of like the starseed type where you feel very spiritually connected and you're getting a lot of downloads or a lot of dreams. And a lot of like surprising revelations coming through, and you're not quite sure what to do with it, but it's coming through really strongly at this time. Interesting. Don't mind me. I sit in a chair and then I get sick of it. I get antsy. It's fine. It's all fine. All right. So let me get 3 for love, please. Thank you. 2 more for love. One more. Oh. That one was like, yes, please. Get me out of here. Okay, 3 for work, please. Thank you. 1 more. All right, so let's see what's going on for love. Ace of Swords. This is more airy energy. Y'all might have air in your chart somewhere. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. If not, you're just really searching for your truth at this time. And I felt that coming through the Star. And it makes sense. I mean, right now we have Saturn in Aquarius, right? And Uranus and Taurus. So there's this kind of Aquarian aspect of surprise in the 3D coming through right now. These very like 3D structural elements blending with Aquarius. So figuring out how to ground our dreams. And for you, it definitely has to do with relationships. So grounding this idea of the perfect relationship that is very more dreamy, more magical, something that is more aligned with your spiritual self and your higher self. That's definitely coming through. Ooh, also, I'm recording this right now at a time in which Corona, which means crown, is still around and interfering on everyone's social life. So what I'm feeling, because with this moon card, if you are receiving this message at this time, for some of you, you are searching for this person despite Corona, despite the situation. You're searching for your truth despite everything that's happening. You're still socializing. You're still communicating with people, maybe trying to date online, do like Skype dates or whatever. But there's an element to it that is making you feel a little weary, like not quite sure if you can really get to know someone provided this quarantine situation. Now, if you're watching this later, this could just be that you want to move forward with the situation, but you're not quite sure you can trust it for some reason. But I feel like this is just fear-based, okay? Or you may be interacting with a Cancer or Pisces. If not, you may have Cancer or Pisces in your chart, and that element of yourself or of them gives it that watery quality of, okay, it's going to be a little more emotionally deep. And I feel like for Aries, that's where the fear comes in. It's like, whew, I'm getting truth bumps. It's like, I don't know if I'm ready to make myself that vulnerable. I don't know if I'm ready for that type of emotional demand or capacity to be demanded of me. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's almost like you found something that speaks to you, and it feels like something is coming through from your dreams, especially with this moon energy. It's very dreamy. It's something that feels true to you. It feels like it's coming down. It's like your dream person or your dream situation, but you're not quite sure you can trust it because you don't want to make yourself vulnerable. You're not really ready to take charge in that type of way. But again, these are just fears, right? I mean, instinctively, you have the Ace of Swords, so you know your power and you know the truth. But this card is saying otherwise, with the moon in the middle. So these are just fear-based things, and you can deal with that. I mean, if this person seems like a dream, like someone sent to you from source, from God, or whatever, from your higher self, and you're feeling that intuitively and logically it makes sense to you, but you're just afraid to open up to someone, that's something you can manage. Because brave people are not brave because they do things without fear. They're brave because they do things even though they're afraid. Right? I hope y'all were just listening, because I will not repeat myself. Can you tell I'm a Capricorn? All right. So for career, is this supposed to be reversed, yes or no? Yes. So in career, we have the High Priestess in reverse. For me, this is saying, again, this is more Aries energy. You might have Libra in your chart. If not, you're kind of in a space where you're wanting to work more one-on-one and maybe stop reaching out to so many people. Like maybe you've been very involved online and you're feeling like you kind of want to turn within and spend more time with yourself and maybe just do your work. Whatever your work is, it does feel like it's a little more spiritual with this card. And maybe you were like kind of putting it all out there for a while. But now you're trying, I mean, again, with the Star card, it's a little bit of reinvention, right? Bringing your dreams down to earth and reinventing your situation. And so you're kind of pulling back a little bit. Like, okay, like let's just take a minute to reevaluate the situation, and maybe I want to focus more on creativity within myself rather than putting things out there all the time, or, communicate, instead of communicating to groups of people, maybe I just want to do one-on-one, Yeah. Let me see what this card is. Yeah. Is this supposed to be reversed? Yes or no? No. Yeah, so this is a major turning point for you in terms of career, and it feels spiritually grounded, but for some reason you're not tapping into that spiritual aspect. And that is okay. It feels like time is up on something, and something else is going to be revealed to you from source. Something is going to be handed to you. And in order to receive this, you may need to dip more into your spirituality. And this might be a blockage right now, is you not having your crown open, not having your upper chakras open enough to receive from the universe. Because definitely with this Wheel of Fortune card, this is divine timing. This is also, you know, thinking about Saturn, Kronos, Capricorn energy, father time. And, you know, Saturn's in Aquarius right now. I was just talking about that, but Saturn will go back into Capricorn, and that's when you're really going to see a lot of big shifts take place. Right now is kind of the reimagining phase, right? Like I said with this card, it's almost like a reinvention, a reimagining. But whatever this reimagining is, when this wheel turns, it's going to it's almost like unlocking a door. That hinge just goes back inside, and all of a sudden the door's open for this thing to come through for you. That makes sense. So if you've been feeling like you need a bit of change in regards to career, or you feel like you don't know your purpose in life, it's definitely coming through, but you need to open up a little more to your upper chakras and to your higher self. And I mean, literally sit under a tree and meditate and ask for guidance at this time, because you do have this energy of the star. So like I said, you can reimagine and repurpose the elements of your life to better suit you and your higher self, but you have to be open to it. All right. Can I get some clarification, please, on love, please, and thank you. Leo, you may have Leo in your chart. If not, you may be dealing with a Leo. If not, yeah, you're being asked to tap into this part of yourself, to have the strength to be vulnerable again and open up and understand that if things don't work out this time, it's okay, right? You're only going to get as much as you're willing to risk in vulnerability. And I feel like for you guys, I mean, you're Aries. You're very strong-willed and very ambitious and very brave. And this Leo aspect of strength is being vulnerable so that others can also be vulnerable. It's opening up that part of yourself that shines so that other people can see you and say, you know what, I can shine too. So this isn't just for you, it's a sharing aspect. Strength, it helps you, but it also helps the folks around you. Because, you know, the Strength card, this person's taming the lion and kind of calming them down, you know? This person's making themselves vulnerable so that the other person can relax. So if you're afraid while dating someone, they're going to feel that, and they're also going to feel afraid. And if you put up a wall, they're going to put up a wall too. You know what I mean? Page of Cups. Message of love coming through. They may be a water sign. And I think this person really wants to connect to you, and they want something that is more open, more emotional. And I think that's what's intimidating, is you see that potential and you're like, oh God, this again. But this message is coming through. This person wants to give you their cup. They want to tell you that. And from the energy I'm getting here is that it is safe. It's just about you overcoming your fear. But this person's safe. All right. I didn't even have to say it. I was going to say, can I get clarification on this over here? But yeah. You're having to hang loose a little bit. This is Pisces energy. But you're getting a fresh perspective. Like I said, this reimagining of your life, of your purpose, what you want to do with your time, with your divine self here on earth. What does your divine self want to do, want to give? And that's okay. You have to give yourself this time. Hang from a tree, sit under a tree, whatever it is. You know, you could see this as standing under a tree, whatever. Getting in touch with nature, getting in touch with your naturalistic self, your intuition. I know, we always be talking about intuition, use your intuition, but I mean really what it is, it's like giving yourself the space to feel. And when you give yourself the space to feel and you let your thoughts go, that is when the magic happens, right? That's when you can feel those inner knowings that are a little deeper. Or, like I said, I feel like y'all are getting a lot of downloads. So again, this is you getting all those downloads, not really knowing what to do with them. So you have to sit with those downloads and let yourself kind of digest them. Any other words of wisdom or guidance for Aries at this time? This reading went really fast for you guys. But I know y'all Aries don't like to play. You want to just hear it. You want to get going. You're impatient. Knight of Cups again. Yeah, Page of Cups and Knight of Cups. So whoever this person is really likes you. But also this is you wanting to take a chance. You do want to take a chance. You want to take a chance, and I feel like this is in every aspect of your life. You're like wanting to take chances to be more elevated, to be a higher version of yourself. Not higher, like, you know, higher, but like, I mean, maybe, but also just like elevated, more evolved, you know, which is great. And I think you're really going for it. But again, with this Knight of Cups too, it's about taking your emotion with you. Like I was just saying, you're getting all these downloads. You need to sit with them and feel the emotions that come with them so that you can know what you truly want and what is truly meant for you. Yeah. All right, that's what I have for you guys. Feel free to get in touch about a private reading, thelightsirens333@gmail.com. Also, you can feel free to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at thelightsirens, and I will see you next time. Peace.